was, but maybe I'll come up with an answer. What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. We are coming at you from our studios in Sin City, Nevada. I'm one of your co-host, David. Quick disclaimer before we get into the content. We ain't no financial advisors. Please do your own research. With that being said, this man has had 3 cups of coffee. He's amped up. He's juiced up. He's ready. Big Rob, what's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house, jacked up on some coffee. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If this is your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do the live streams. We also do the deep dives. This the live stream, though. Make sure you check out them deep dives. And then, if you haven't liked the video yet, what the hell wrong with you? How many likes we got on this video yet? We got 4, 5. Ain't enough. Like the video. And then, and then if you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell wrong with you? And hit that notification bell. Don't make me tell you again. Now, markets are looking good. You know, we actually hit 48,000 yesterday, or late last night / this morning, whatever time zone you're in. So markets are holding up. You know, there's been this like little weariness, at least in my brain, about the fact that we might pull back. But markets are holding strong, not just crypto markets, but also traditional markets. So we'll get into that in a moment. Taking a look at the chat, we got Mayad, who won the $25 yesterday, back in the chat, first in the house today. So welcome to you. Thank you for warming up the room for us.
You gonna give him an air hug or what?
You're the one that does the air hugs, not me. I don't hug.
Your dad inside.
You know, David is infamous for getting mad at me for not being more outgoing and friendly. And he's all like, "Why don't you ever say I love you?" And I'm like, "I don't love you. That's why." And so, anyways.
Also, if you text Robin, just know it might take him 5 to 7 business days to get back to you.
Dude, yeah. You know what? Like, I got so much going on. Like, I cram so much in my day that it's just like, man.
You know, Robin, it's just a text, bro. Just a text.
Ain't enough
right,
time.
Rocco?
Ain't enough time in the day, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Ain't enough time in the day. Also, shout out to Russell, Nishan. We also got Chef in the house, HP up in here, and Stereo 2 in the chat, as well as in the producer chair today. Why don't you show that pretty face of yours there, brother?
Yeah, Paisan.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, there
better
it
when
is.
it's blocking Robin.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Good camera placement, Robin. That was great. I love it.
Right in the face.
Yeah,
that's right. Perfect. So today we will be opening up the club when we reach 25. Was it 25? No, 21.
21.
What am I saying? 25.
$25.
Yeah, $25 when we reach 21 viewers in the chat. So all you got to do is click on our little link there at the top. Is it still pinned to the top?
Yep.
Cool.
Good.
So yeah, we have the link. If you don't see it in the chat for some odd reason, it's in our description as well. So I added it. Yes, I did. I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So it's in the description if you don't see it. Anyways, let's get this show going.
Let's get the show.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm juiced up, man.
Yeah?
I put in a limit sell order for my Terra Luna at $101.
You know, I made a Uniswap transaction last night and cost me $15 in gas fee.
I know when I minted my NFT, $8. I was like,
and this was at prime time too. This was at like 8 p.m. Vegas time. So usually I gotta set my. Usually what happens is around 8 p.m. I'm doing my research. And I find something, I'm like, ooh, I might have to jump into that. And so anyways, then I check out the gas fee. I'm like, I'll execute this trade later on at 2 in the morning before I go to bed.
Gas fees.
And then, so I was like, oh, $15. I was like, I might as well go ahead and knock this out the way now. I wonder how that one is doing.
In the green or what?
Well, it's, you know what? Obviously, if it's Uniswap, it doesn't have a lot of liquidity, so I don't want to talk about it. But I'm not trying to pump my own coins here, but nah, I'm a little
Why
in
not?
the
Everyone
red.
else is doing it.
Yeah, so yeah, whatever.
Just kidding.
It was a little risque, speculative one. Trying to get some extra cash for Miami, baby. You know.
Yeah, Robin said he's buying dinner the first 3 nights. So
Well, you know what? I'm in the red today, so in my little speculative buy. So,
well, you know, we're gonna turn that red to green for you.
don't worry. I'll bring out the Applebee's gift cards.
I don't think they have Applebee's down in Miami, thankfully.
All right. Cool. You got anything else on the intro here?
No, man. Let's look at what the markets are doing.
All right. So, taking a look at my laptop here. We got Bitcoin sitting at 47.3. As I mentioned, we did just lightly graze the $48,000 mark somewhere
It
up
was
here.
a kiss.
Yeah, here it is. For all of 2 minutes. And then anyways, we're back down to 47. Anyways, this is if you're looking for a chart, if you're looking for a prototypical great growth, you have consolidation, run up, consolidation, run up, consolidation. I still do think we're going to get a pullback, but as of right now, this little steps right here is gorgeous. That's some healthy growth right there. So you rather see this than to see this here and this. So yeah, looks good. Anyways, we'll get into price targets, a little bit more of the analytics behind Bitcoin and a little later, but just wanted to take a peek at it. Ethereum has been moving, correlated. So compared to Bitcoin, I'm still thinking we're going to see a breakout. If you're just looking here at this chart, I think it's got a lot more, because Ethereum usually outperforms Bitcoin, especially after a big run up. So I think the pump is coming. That's just my sentiment.
It hasn't moved like it usually moves.
Yeah, and with the upgrade right around the corner, it's set to take off, man. It's gonna Terra Luna up in this thing. Did you like my thumbnail today?
Alien was
Had a
dope.
little alien on there.
I liked it.
Oh.
Cool.
And then taking a look at what else we got here. So you got Binance over $400 now, holding strong. Cardano's been bouncing around this $1.20 range. It shot up here pretty quickly. I think this is a great zone for consolidation here. Maybe we'll. You want to touch some Cardano later on?
Yeah.
On TA? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think you had a big run up here and just kind of consolidated around $1.15. Just kind of touched on the $1.20, and I think it's gonna hang out between this $1.10 and $1.19 range. I think probably for a couple weeks. Just had such a big run up. Just don't forget, it was only like 3 weeks ago. It was at 80 cents. So
50% growth.
yeah. So just be aware that Cardano's gonna have to recoup. It's gonna take a breather. Terra Luna up 105.
All-time high, right?
Yeah, all-time high. So taking a look at the Luna chart here. Dang, man, this thing is. That's just a 7-day. You don't even want to look at the year. Look at that. $18. Damn. Anyways, and let's see if we have any some big movers. So, what is this? Stephen
Curry. Waves has been on a freaking tear. We're all sitting here waiting for a pullback, but it ain't happening yet. It's in price discovery.
Also, we got NFTs back in the house. What? Welcome back, my dude.
His name is University.
University?
Yeah.
Okay. How's your NFTs doing? Because I know NFTs, the whole
NFT
market,
markets are down.
the whole NFT market's down.
Except for the Bored Apes. They just continue to go up in value.
That was something. I was saying quite often back in. Was it about 2 months ago?
December.
I was like, man, this thing is, this freaking market. You were over here like nah, Thanks for getting started. I was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, we all knew there was a bubble. Has that bubble popped? I don't know. I don't know.
Now, taking a look at the Fear and
Shirts.
Greed Index.
Taking a look at the shirts.
Ooh, yeah.
Would you wear any of those?
45. Okay, let's do a little TA here. Now, if you had to go with one of these shirts, you're going.
I'm going Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, you got to wear one of these. You
Okay.
got to wear one of these in Miami. Okay.
Oh, well,
And okay, actually, you're sitting down interviewing Michael Saylor. So you're in a chair. You're wearing one of these 5 shirts, and Michael Saylor's on the other side.
All right.
What are you trying to impress him with?
I might have to wear the second one from the left.
This one?
No, the other one.
the-
Yeah, just because it's got a lot of orange.
Man, that does
Bitcoin.
kind of look like your style here, bro.
Well, I mean, we're talking.
You got the
we're talking
sunflower
Michael
seed.
Saylor.
Your boy got straight skills, bro. I got luck. I done rolled 77 sevens in a row when I first came out to Vegas. Your boy straight got a hot hand. So I'm gonna have to go with this black and green
Yeah,
cover.
but you're talking
Anyways, I wear a lot of black anyway.
Michael Saylor, orange, Bitcoin, Microstrategy.
And Michael Saylor, I'm telling you, man, he got roots from England. From Ireland. I have actually no idea if that's true, but he just kind of looks. He just kind of looks like he does. You know what I mean? He's always got the ship in the background.
Okay.
Sam Wong.
First time.
First time here.
Yeah.
He's probably like, what show am I watching right now? He's at number 4. So Sam, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Glad to see you're here partaking in our analysis of Hawaiian t-shirts. Okay, on a serious note, taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index. We're sitting at 56 today. So a little bit down from yesterday. Pretty good. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see the greed get too far into the green at least on this metrics. If you're not familiar with the Fear and Greed Index, it does measure a multitude of factors, including like Google Trends, basically like articles, the vibe, volatility, lots of different metrics. So 56, pretty good. If this is sitting in the middle, and it's not too far to the left or too far to the right, basically, it's a great time to start buying and accumulating. So, yeah, I think this is a great indicator. I mean, if you take a look where we were just last week at 26 and damn near extreme fear is at 25. So, or just right outside the extreme fear mark. And then as you see here from our yearly chart, people are getting a little bit more comfortable on investing in crypto. You're starting to see more people in the YouTube sector. You're starting to see more volume on the exchanges. So the market's coming back, baby. So great indicator there. Taking a quick look at the traditional markets. So it's not just the crypto that's moving as of lately. We also got a lot of green in the traditional markets. We do like to keep an eye on what's going on Wall Street because when you get big moves in Wall Street, generally that pushes or nudges crypto in the same direction. So especially NASDAQ, which is up 1.28%. This is a big day for NASDAQ. I would assume that we might be playing around with that 50K mark. Might be tickling the 50K mark on the Bitcoin, bro.
Tickling?
Yeah, might be a little tickle. Also, a little off topic, but I just wanted to pull it up. Apple shares are on pace for best daily winning streak since 2003. So Apple is moving, man. 11 straight days on today would be the 11th straight day, which stocks rose, which marks his longest winning streak for 2003 since 2003. So, anyways, lots of money pouring into old Apple. And did you know they have a $3 trillion market cap? Look at that.
That's crazy.
That's like two Bitcoin networks almost.
3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3 Bitcoin networks.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. Take all the money invested in crypto, into Bitcoin, and multiply by 3, and that's Apple. So
Imagine if they get into Bitcoin. Imagine if they were hodling Bitcoin.
it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Anyways, that's it for the traditional markets there. We will take another look at the markets later. Hold on, there he is. Oh, Michael said, is he from the islands, Great Britain, in any way,
No,
shape, form?
he's right here in America.
Lincoln, Nebraska. He's a Cornhusker.
He's got
Hey,
Cornhusker.
Robert, nice try.
Fine looking, it's a fine looking man right there.
MIT guy, man. Super smart.
Yeah. Cool.
Let me ask you a question, Robin.
What's up?
What do you think's a better buy right now? Do you think Solana's a better buy at 109 or Terra Luna at 105?
I'm gonna go Terra Luna, just
Really?
because
Even though it's at
because they're buying up so much Bitcoin. I think they're doing something nobody else is doing, and I think everybody kind of knows what's going on with Solana. And all-time high for Solana was $200, right?
250.
Let's see here. That was a while ago. 250, huh? Yeah, I don't see with all the things going on with Solana. Gas prices are getting cheaper on Ethereum. I just don't see it going over $200.
That's another thing, right?
And
It's one of
even
the one of
who's
the
gonna hit
bigger reasons-
who's gonna hit $200 first? Terra Luna or Solana? I think it's gonna be Terra Luna.
Really?
My personal opinion.
Wow.
I think the Solana train
Coming to an end?
came and is now slowing down. You know what? You had exponential growth, an explosion, and now it's just a long-term consolidation. Not only for the project itself, but also consolidation and building for the team. So the team themselves, now that they went from like infancy to adulthood, they gotta take some time to fix the network, or fix the issues that they've had.
You
And
brought
this
up
is a great time to do it.
You brought up an interesting point with the merger happening on ETH, and we're seeing lower transactions. Are people going to just because typically Binance Chain and Solana were used because it was cheaper, faster, but now with Ethereum upgrading, is that going to take that allure away from projects like Solana, or projects like Avalanche, Binance Coin?
Well, here's the thing: if you're minting and you don't have so much congestion on the network, it is the upgrade. I wonder if it's supposed to ease the congestion though.
For ETH,
Yeah.
it is. It's supposed to be ease the congestion. Obviously,
Well, I know it eases. I know it eases the fees because the fees don't have the same structure. So you have the staking pools, or you have the staking instead of the proof of work.
32 ETH to be a validator.
So it's too bad. Sonfills, what's up, man? Welcome back, and also welcome back to Sean.
Wait, Sonfields is here? Well,
Yeah.
we haven't talked about money yet. What's he doing here? Sonfields, we haven't gotten to the money part yet, bro. You can. Welcome, Sonfields. We appreciate you being here.
All right, go ahead, David. What else we got? Anything
All right.
else?
Nope.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Let's go.
We're gonna get into our first segment or second segment, the Mucho Fuego, the hot take.
It's hot.
So our hot take for today, because Terra Luna has made new all-time highs, everyone's talking about it. We want to know. We want to know what you think. What will happen first? $150 Terra Luna or $75 Terra Luna? I'll go first on this one. For me, anytime you see a new all-time high, typically what you want to see is continuous movement up, right? You're in price discovery, nothing to hold you back. There's no resistance, right? We're in new levels that we've never seen before. And it's just been bouncing between this 105 and 107. So that just tells you the sentiment of traders, they think 105 and 107 currently is the top, because every time it gets to that level, they start selling. The order books are filled with sell orders at that 105 to 107 mark. So what happens? Are we going to get new buyers coming in? We already have sellers in the market. We know that. So will the sellers continue? Will the bears keep coming in? If they do, we're going to go down. And so my guess here, without looking at any charts, and we'll look at the charts later, but my guess right now is if we haven't blown past this $110, $112, $115 level, I think the more likely outcome in the very near future will be a pullback to 75 before we see a jump up to 150. Robin, what are your what's your thesis here?
Oh man, we're gonna be hitting 150 way before we hit anything else. So, or anything lower than $90. I don't think Terra Luna is going to go under 90. So your proposal here could have been $80 or 150, and I still would stick 150. I think with the continuous buys of Bitcoin, you have their wallet. We've identified the wallet for Terra Luna, so you can just follow the Etherscan. And $125 million a day is how much Bitcoin they're buying. And so you're getting a transfer of wealth from, you're getting a transfer of money from the, what is it? Their like treasury on hand, or their own
Their DAO.
their own
DAO.
their own money that they have there. So basically they're just swapping it out for Bitcoin.
But what does that do to the price?
Goddamn
Terra
genius.
Luna.
It's goddamn genius. Well, the thing is as you keep buying, and they're buying from Binance, so this wallet, they're making daily buys off of Binance. So they're clearing the order books there on the largest exchange, basically. So how much are they personally in on pumping the price? Got to be some kind of factor. Maybe it's 1%. Maybe it's 0.5%. Maybe it's 4%. Whatever the percentage is that they are single-handedly increasing the price of Bitcoin. Now, whether or not you get a pullback after that, after their buys, each time they buy such a large amount of Bitcoin, it's inflating the price. And as you, in turn, hold more and more Bitcoin, and the price is inflating over and over again, you're growing your market cap. So for that reason alone, till something changes here, I don't see them going under $100, 150, $200.
Doesn't concern you that it's in price discovery and kind of teetering at this $105 range?
No. Now here's the thing, like, even though it's in price discovery, it's not a unhealthy price discovery. So taking a look at their chart here, it's not like it's some crazy, like here. This is like, pull up the laptop real quick. This is still not anything crazy moonshot. I mean, look, you had the big run up, pulled back, you had the big run up. And honestly, it's not too far off. Like, take a look at this chart here. It's not too far off from what you would see with like Ethereum, for example, on the yearly. You had the run up, you had the pullback. It's just had more of a run up as of lately. So, yeah, so I mean that's where I'm at with this thing, especially if you take a look at Solana, for example. Like, you look at their run up was probably pretty comparable. And this, if you were to just take this time window here, so this is Solana when it went up from, let's see here. Yeah, Solana went from 19 to $200. Pretty similar, right? I mean, you had you had it trading at $20. This is the Solana chart. You had it trading at $20. You had a giant run up to $188 within the course of 1 month. Then you had a pullback, but the pullback went from 180 to 130. Then you had another run up to 250. Then the pullback essentially went down to 170, then 140. This was the bottom. It was $90. So I'm looking at this Terra chart, very similar, man. Oh, for me, I'm not breaking out the TA. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here, man. And it's like, you have very similar, man. You have this would probably be where I would kind of get the same, let's see here. This is the same sentiment for me. So sitting around $25, $30, big run up, hit $100, pull back, just like the last time. Then what did it hit? 250, right? Solana, but they're very similar in price, right? They're both sitting at $100.
Yeah.
So you had the run up of Solana, it hit, and it ended up hitting 150. This hit 100. Then you had a pullback, just like Solana, and then
Pullback was 50%. Solana's
50%.
Solana's pullback was 30%.
Well, here was the thing: Solana went to 150 down to 90, right? Or was it 80? So it wasn't.
Are you talking about the first run up?
Yeah, from the first run up.
It went from 180 to 180 to 130.
So, but pretty comparable.
About
You know,
35.
and obviously the numbers don't line up perfectly, but you know, definitely. Let me see, when was this? So
You got two big run ups.
oh, this is the alt. That was the wrong one. So yeah, here you had 200 or $20, 190, pull back to 130. So 190 to 130 / 150, 120. So anyways, you had about
30,
80
40%.
more than that. 190 to 1, that's about 40%. So anyways, I don't know. I just see a lot of similarities there. So that's where I'm at with Terra. I think, don't you agree Terra and Solana kind of got the same vibe as far as their price discovery?
Um,
And
Well,
how their exponential growth is popping off and everybody's kind of like, jumping into the train.
yeah. I mean, let me look at the Solana here.
Russell brings a good point. Is that the Luna it didn't get hacked, so that's
Yeah.
There's no issues on the network. Yeah.
Well, I think that, so Solana hit 250. I don't think they would have dropped under, say, $150 if they didn't have any network issues. Because of the network issues, I think they shook out a lot of players. And so then you saw the dip, because it went down like, what was it, 3 times in between the $250 to $80 mark.
Solana.
Yeah. And it wasn't like it was a little hiccup. I mean,
Here,
you
pull
had
up.
Solana go down for,
Pull up my laptop, bro.
was it like 18 hours?
Yeah. This is the Solana one right here. So this was our all-time high at 250, and then we've kind of just been laddering down since then. But if you look at the price you were talking about here, which was in September of 21 at $110, we got all the way, from right here down here from $22, we had a massive run up with literally just one big pullback. And then you saw what happened. We draw down 40%. We got to all-time highs. And then each time we just ladder down another 25%, another 25%.
But that was also on it wasn't just this project. That was crypto in its entirety.
Correct.
What was that? Was that October when it hit a
From
high?
all-time highs was November.
November? So yeah, so from November, that was the height of the market there.
Bless you. But we're getting close to a key level on Solana here, is that $120 range. So we'll see what happens. But, Robin brought up a good point with everything on ETH improving. Is there really a need for you to launch on Solana on a network that?
Yeah. Now the thing is Solana is fast and it's a really damn good.
But is it better than ETH if ETH and Solana are running on
Here's
the
the thing,
same consensus?
It's not. It just they all have different use. So you got your transaction speed and time to finality, block sizes. There's a lot of things that Solana is more efficient at right now, and even moving forward. But you ask yourself, like, what was one of the biggest things for Solana? It was the NFT space, and NFT space, I think, is going to start leaning back towards Ethereum. I mean, not that it ever really left, but
you got,
you're going to get
ADA. You got ADA coming in too, and I'm seeing a lot more ADA NFT news lately.
There's been a lot of growth on ADA.
So I think if there's an NFT or if there's a blockchain that's going to rival ETH when it comes to NFTs, I think it's going to be ADA. I don't think it's going to be Solana. I think it'll be Cardano.
Think so?
Yeah.
I can
Personally,
see it. You know, they have such a big community. And they're all behind Cardano. I could see that if there is some big NFT projects, I think they're gonna go crazy and start unstaking and just throwing that freaking Cardano at it. You know, I could see that because they're just so passionate. People have been. Here's the thing: people for Cardano have been in Cardano, like the homers,
since
2020, early 2020, and they've been hodling this damn thing for like, I don't want to say early 2020, but yeah, I guess it was late 2020, very very early 2021.
7 cents.
Nobody would no. Everyone just talking Cardano, and these are long term holders. They have over 70% of the tokens are in staking.
That's ridiculous.
Unless it's changed recently.
No, it's still over 7.
And so you have these people that are like really passionate about the project, and they've been waiting. They've been waiting and talking like, oh yeah, soon, you know, the smart contracts, and then the DEXs, and then NFTs, and the gaming, and so anyways, they've been waiting. And just imagine when these things start actually coming to fruition. And they're there. There's a big NFT marketplace. I'm not saying that it hasn't been developed yet, but just imagine when it gets adoption, and you start getting a handful of projects that are really getting some eyeballs and really getting a lot of value. People are gonna start waking up and be like, oh yes, they're gonna be excited to use Cardano because they've been excited about the project from the get-go. So anyways, yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. All right. Let's see what the community thinks. Oh, we can show my my laptop.
Let's do a 1, 2, 3 this time, okay? How about this? Oh yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. But let's do a 1, 2, 3 in the chat here, okay? Type which project are you the most bullish on? Who's gonna outperform parlay here? Who's gonna outperform, or not a parlay, but what project's gonna outperform the other two this year? Terra Luna, Solana, Cardano.
We're talking market cap or price?
Whatever, doesn't matter. Percentage growth from now till 2023.
Cardano, Terra Luna.
Yeah. So we're gonna do. Put a 1 in the chat. We'll do it in the order that we talked about them. We'll put a 1 in the chat for Terra Luna. Put a 2 in the chat for Solana, and put a 3 in the chat for Cardano. Who's going to be the best performing cryptocurrency moving forward to the end of 2023? So
Cardano. My answer is Cardano.
you know what? I
Number
still
3.
think I think it's going to be Terra, bro. I'm going to stick Terra Luna. But I mean, Solana could just freaking, Solana is still in beta. Did you know that?
It's crazy.
And so, once Solana gets moving, I could see them. Once Solana upgrades, doesn't have any more network issues, starts to scale and be as fast as they claim to be, I think you're gonna get another big.
I
resurgence.
think 2022 towards the end of summer is gonna be Cardano's time. Everything that's been going on behind the scenes is gonna come to fruition. We have an article today talking about Cardano and bridging to other blockchains. That more protocols are ran on it. dApps start launching. Cardano is going to happen. I mean, Terra Luna has already made all-time highs. So how much farther can it go? Get to 200, 250. That'll be a 120, 130% growth. Cardano is about 200% away from their all-time high. And we all know $3 for Cardano is not anything close to what we all think it can get to. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get to $8, $9, $10 this year, but it'll probably get to about a 70, 75, $80 billion market cap by the end of the year, which is about from here to what? Well, what's Cardano's market cap right now? $38 billion, 2x. So we'll see.
It seems like there's mostly Cardanos in the chat here.
Yeah,
a lot of 3s. So two people said Terra and Mayad is on an island.
Solana
with just Solana.
Oh, Russell said 1 too. HB said 1 too.
Yeah, that's 1 is
Terra. Oh, 2 is 2 Solana. Okay,
yeah.
Dr. Crypto. People keep saying Dr. Crypto.
You know
Those
that
days are over.
I don't know, Maya. I don't know if you know this, but our channel's original name was DR Crypto. We had the same signs that you see here. These were
That was a terrible name.
they said DR Crypto.
That was a terrible name. I like Sin
Dr.
City
Crypto.
so much better. All right, we're moving on to our very next segment. Wait. No, let's see what the community thinks. Hold on. Go ahead, Rocco. Pull up my laptop. So the community has voted. And 67% of you believe Terra Luna will hit $150 before it gets to 75. So community is very bullish on Terra Luna. It's a couple comments here. Russell said, no doubt it will go up there, but will come a big dump, so be ready for that. Don't remain on the moon holding the bag. And HP said 75. All right. We will continue to do these polls. Kind of keeps our community engaged, keeps us engaged with you. So we will continue to do this. Just make sure we typically do this right in the morning before we go live, about 2 hours before we go live. So check your feeds. You should get pinged if you have the notification bell on, which you should, especially with us going to Miami. We're going to be randomly putting up videos. You never know. We might get the president of El Salvador right here, and we decide to just go live on the spot. You're going to want to know when that happens, so make sure you click that notification bell. All right, we're moving on to our next segment where we give you the up-to-date news on everything happening in crypto, the talking points. All right, the first article we are talking about. The SEC, are they about to get sued again? Possibly. Bitcoin ETF rejection could trigger Grayscale to sue the SEC. Grayscale Investments might sue the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission if it's filing to convert its $30 billion Bitcoin trust into an exchange-traded fund, also known as an ETF, is rejected. Company CEO Michael Sonnenschein. Well, the sun don't shine here in the SEC because Gary Gensler is not a big fan. The SEC's deadline to approve or reject Grayscale's filing is July 6th, after which the CEO said all options are on the table. Grayscale would argue that the SEC has granted approval to Bitcoin derivatives backed ETFs, but has repeatedly denied spot ETF applications. Could the SEC handle another lawsuit? Should they be worried? Robin, what are your thoughts?
Oh, literally, their job is to sue people. So, yeah, they can handle another lawsuit. Now, you know what? It's. Do they want to go to another drawn-out lawsuit, though? I don't know.
Is this enough for the SEC to maybe think twice about rejecting another one? Or you think it's like, whatever?
Maybe.
You want to sue us?
So Gary Gensler, I do think there's a different vibe in the room. There's different temperature now. You had the executive order basically mandating that each branch of the government that is in the financial sector basically look at crypto, get behind it, figure out some regulation. And there's been congressmen and senators that have been asking Gary Gensler through depositions, like, why have you not passed the spot Bitcoin ETF? So there are people in Congress that are like raising the questions, and the vibe is definitely different now. Going back to early 2021, way different. Yeah. You had the futures one, because you got to remember, even with the futures one, it was like nothing could be traded on Wall Street when it came to crypto, and then they were like, well, we could see a futures one. Vibe started changing. Now you got the president behind it. Now you got congressmen and senators raising questions and asking, why are you dragging your feet on this? And you also have big players. Grayscale is the largest holder of Bitcoin. They have the capability and the means to successfully navigate an ETF and not drop the ball on it. So that argument can't be said that this institution, Grayscale, wouldn't be able to facilitate the ETF. Obviously, they could. All they got to do is simply just convert over what they have in digital wallet form, and yeah, that's it. Right? Just move from one. It'd be like moving your crypto from one wallet to another. And so yeah, and you know what? I don't blame them. Here they're like, look, man, what is the problem? He's like, I dare you, deny it. I dare you. We will sue your ass. Like that's where we're at. And so everything I just said, everything's all this culmination that has been transpiring. Now the SC, now Grayscale is just like, yeah, you better do it, bro, or else.
So you're saying, okay, so what will tip the scale more, right? Potential lawsuit or a little more pressure from our Congress?
It's all. I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't see. They're not scared of the lawsuit. The SEC is not like, oh man, maybe we should pass it. It's just more of an affirmation that they need that this just needs to happen. It's like your parents telling me, like, look, you need to go to school. Like, what up? Like, that's it. Like, you can threaten to be grounded, but you just got to go. It's the same thing here. It's like, hey, it's time to move on, man. They're a financial sector in the U.S. that they got billions and billions of dollars, if not trillions of dollars, tied up here in the U.S. alone. That is in crypto right now. It's time to put it in, plug it into the rest of the crap.
How are you watching as the chairman or the whatever of the SEC? How are you watching other countries pass these spot ETFs? Developed countries with strong economies. I know America's the strongest economy, but how are you watching your allies launching these ETFs and you're just sitting there, same old song and dance? Too volatile. It's bad for investors. We're protecting investors. How is it going in Canada? How is it going in Europe? What are you waiting for?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Bitcoin's only, it was only 2012, 10 years ago that Bitcoin really, really got started. I mean, the white paper came out in 2019, or I mean, 2009, but essentially, and then for the first 4 years, nobody even really, everyone was just kind of playing around with it. So it hasn't been around for a while. So I mean, I get it. You don't want to just throw, quote unquote, a speculative asset into the market, or the world's largest economy, and take a ton of risk and try to break stuff. But I think at this point, everybody agrees Bitcoin is secure, safe, long-term investment. And the thing for me, it's not that other countries are doing it. It's just that all of the big investment brokers, all of the big houses, all the giant financial institutions, your TD Ameritrades and hedge funds, all of those players, they're all getting into crypto. They're almost all into it now, and I don't know who isn't.
Yeah.
And so that alone, these are the backbone of the financial industry. And if they're all in crypto, if they're all into Bitcoin, then what's the holdup?
And you're talking about companies and hedge funds that are managing billions and trillions of dollars. So if it's not too volatile, if it's not too dangerous for them, like, what's the holdup for the public? Like, are you just trying? Like, I don't get it. I think this thing just needs to be passed. It needs to happen. You have a company in the U.S. that is ready. They have the Bitcoin. They're ready. Let it just pass it. Let it happen. Good things will come. I promise. Moving on. Staying in the U.S., we're going to Joseph Biden. Biden eyes $5 billion in 2023 revenue from applying new tax reporting rules to crypto. This is not a good one, guys. It's not a good one. U.S. President Joe Biden today submitted his budget proposal for the 2023 fiscal year in conjunction with the U.S. Treasury Department's revenue explanations. The U.S. can gather roughly $11 billion in revenue over 10 years. by applying mark-to-market rules to actively traded crypto. What's mark-to-market? Let me explain. It is a way of appraising the value of assets that takes into account current market conditions. It stands in contrast to using the purchase price of an asset, which may be higher or lower than its fair market value. So in short, it's a way of taxing unrealized gains, which means the taxpayer is on the hook when ETH goes from 3,000 to 4,000, even if she doesn't sell. So now, not only are they coming after you when you sell it, they're coming after you if you just hold it too. Go ahead, Robin.
I don't think this is going to pass. All right, it's not really a law. I get, it's a budget proposal, but I think there's going to be a lot of pushback.
We agree that it's bullshit. If you don't realize gains or losses, you should not be taxed on them. Yes or no?
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you pay your taxes on it and then you end up selling, you don't have to pay your taxes on it then. So it's not like you're getting double taxed.
But still, there's a reason I'm not selling it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you have one Bitcoin and the price goes from 50,000 to 70,000 in 1 year, you pay taxes on 20,000, but you didn't sell anything. It sucks. Same thing when it goes to 90,000 to 150,000 to 500,000. But when you go to sell it, you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay that much on. You don't have to pay any taxes on it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna pay your taxes regardless.
You know what?
So,
well, what if it went the other way? What if Bitcoin went from 50 to 20,000 and you didn't sell? Can you write that off on your taxes?
Does it cover it in this article?
Didn't talk about it.
So yes, you can just like if you have a business and your business reports a loss, you can write that off on your taxes, which is how Donald Trump didn't pay taxes for 3 years. Yeah, you can use that in your favor. I mean, is that something you want? Do you want to not pay taxes because you lost a lot of money in crypto? I don't. I'd rather pay my taxes. Now, here's the thing. I don't think it's fair. It doesn't incentivize long-term investment, because if you're paying taxes on a growth of an asset that you haven't realized gains on, you're basically paying out of pocket for the simple fact of holding it. So I'm not sitting here trying to endorse it. I'm just saying that, like, it might seem a little bit more doom and gloom than what it is, but realistically, you're going to be paying taxes on it regardless, whether or not you pay it on an annual basis or you pay it at the end when you sell it. It is what it is. I don't like it. I think it's stupid, and I think the crypto community is going to stand up and push back against it. Even if this does pass, it's going to be for 2023, and the next presidential candidate is going to be backed by Bitcoin. So the next people, and also we got a Sheik in the house. Sheik, hola, welcome, Sin City Crypto. Probably mispronounced your name like I do everybody's, but
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Sheikh Abdullah.
Sheikh Abdullah. So, anyways, welcome to coolest community ever. But so I think the next presidential candidate, the next election in 2024, 1 year after this budget proposal, I think is going to be backed by crypto. I think they're going to be backed by Bitcoin. Not only are they going to be supporting it because it's going to be emerging technology, but they're also going to be supporting it for the simple fact that a lot of their campaign donors are going to be crypto exchanges, crypto projects, and or billionaires that have crypto. You got to think of all these people that made a lot of money in crypto.
You think
that get tired? Just imagine if you're paying unrealized gains every single year, and you're a billionaire, you're a whale, and you're like, yo, this is not cool. And it comes, and then you get that phone call. You're like, hey, would you like to support this candidate? They're behind crypto. They want to eliminate this bill. You're gonna be like, hell yeah, let's go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So,
you think Michael Saylor? So I'm just researching. Has Michael Saylor ever donated to a presidential campaign? Do you think, to make a point, he'll donate like 20, 30 Bitcoin to a presidential candidate?
No, because that man, you can't pry a Bitcoin out of his hands. He's gonna line his coffin with Bitcoin. He's gonna get him printed out on those coins like you see on the internet all the time. He's just gonna line his coffin. He's gonna replace his teeth with Bitcoin. Look, man, yeah, he's not going to. But
We'll see.
I don't
I
know.
think he might to prove a point.
You think Michael Saylor's going to give? All he ever talks about is never getting rid of a Bitcoin.
I know, but if it's going to push an agenda forward, if it's going to push a pro crypto agenda.
You know what
and
he's
a
going to do? He's
pro-crypto
going to go on
candidate.
every MSNBC and CNN interview, just like he wants to push the agenda of Bitcoin forward. So what's he do? He goes out and markets it. He goes on any YouTube channel that can have him. Hello, we'll take you.
Thank you.
So, anyways, you know, and for that reason, you know, he has brought a lot more awareness. You know, supposedly he's the one that got Elon Musk to buy crypto. I mean, to buy Bitcoin. So he's the one that sat down, talked to Elon Musk, and was like, "Bro, what are you doing? You got a lot of cash."
He sat him down and goes, Elon, what the hell wrong with you?
Exactly. So,
I don't know what better way than to back it with some money, right? Some Bitcoin. So we'll see. All right, let's move on. So we talked about this stablecoin hack that happened with Casio, right? It was a Solana-based stablecoin. Well, the hacker is back, and he's got some demands. Casio hacker sets conditions to return stolen $50 million. The anonymous hacker behind the theft of over $50 million from Solana-based stablecoin protocol Casio has set some conditions for returning the stolen funds to affected users. If you're not familiar with what happened, he exploited something in the code of the smart contract that allow him to mint the stablecoin unlimitedly. So he minted a shitload of stablecoin, and the price literally went from $1 to $0. The hacker gave 6 conditions, part of which asked affected users to state the amount to be refunded, provide their ETH address, as refunds will be done in Ether. They also required users to give details about the source of their money and why they needed a refund. Playing God over here. The perpetrator promised to refund affected liquidity providers if they can show proof of the initial amount they had. The Casio attackers said they had already refunded accounts with less than $100,000 in their wallets. And this next part. Interestingly, the anonymous hacker stated that the purpose of the attack was to take funds from big wallet holders who did not need the money and not customers with smaller accounts. Well, guess what you did, dude? You tried playing God and it backfired because the price of the stablecoin went to $0. So not only did it affect the people with big wallet holdings, but it affected the smaller people, the people who couldn't afford to lose all their money. So good job. Robin, what do you think?
you think he actually cares about people?
Well,
Small
apparently what he said, yeah, he cares a big lot about the small people.
No, it's just somebody on a power trip trying to sound all almighty here and trying to justify his cause.
He ain't playing
You're
God.
honestly
ain't judge.
take a time out, man. Think about it. You're a thief. You're a criminal, and you're taking people for granted. And the people that are investing in these assets are doing so because they believe in the technology. And yeah, they're probably trying to make some money too. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people are excited about getting into crypto because they see that it's a better alternative than what we have now. And so they're trying to find small and up and coming projects that might be the next thing. And, you know, they get into these Discord communities and they talk to the creators and they do the research and they find these projects and they put their savings in there, man. Put their life savings in there, and then you just steal it. And then you just sit here and then try to be funny and say, oh, yeah, I'm trying to take from them. Like, shut up, man. Seriously, man. It pisses me off. And then you're going to go over here and make outlandish claims of give it back if you do this. It's like one of those like bank robbers that has hostages. Like, I want a 747 jumbo jet fueled up over here, and I want, like, shut up, man. You ain't getting none of that. You're a criminal. Ain't nobody going to give you crap. And at some point, you're going to get locked up, and then you're not going to be negotiating with how to give your money back. You're going to be negotiating your prison sentence. And you're going to be
negotiating whether you want to buy a pack of cigarettes or some.
You're going to be over here with the DA across from you. And whether or not it's here in the U.S. or in England or whatever country ends up apprehending your ass, somebody's going to find you. And even if they don't find you in your own country, you're going to travel somewhere. You know,
they're going to find you.
Yeah. And so when you sit down in front of that prosecutor, district attorney, or whoever it is, Yeah, go ahead and negotiate your prison sentence because they're gonna be like, well, just admit everything. You only do this amount of time, and yeah. So, you think you're cute now, bro? You're the reason that you're the reason we have regulation talks. You know?
Yeah, good job.
So.
Good job, guy. All right, we're moving on. We talked about Michael Saylor. Well, we're going to talk about him some more because this man is a legend. Microstrategy borrows against Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin. This man, he's a machine. After accumulating some 124,000 Bitcoin, MicroStrategy is now borrowing against its holdings to buy more coins. Macrostrategy, which is a MicroStrategy subsidiary, had closed a $215 million loan with Silvergate Bank. They had used a portion of its Bitcoin reserves as collateral in the arrangement. The $250 million loan would be used to acquire Bitcoin and cover fees, corporate purposes, and other expenses. MicroStrategy has become the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holder, with 124,391 coins on its balance sheet as of December 31st, 2021. So they are, looks like they're ahead of Grayscale.
No.
Robin, what are your thoughts?
About them being ahead of Grayscale or just the article?
This article.
So pretty badass. You know, they're also in a position that most people aren't in. So the ability to buy more Bitcoin off of your own assets is, why not? If you have the means and capability to do so, I think you should. I've had different things that I can leverage to purchase more Bitcoin, and I've done so. And so for myself personally, I know when I first got into crypto, I couldn't do that. I just had to dollar cost average in, just had to set aside savings. But then as my portfolio grew and as I acquired more things that I could leverage, I started getting more exposure to Bitcoin as I believe it. You know, at the end of the day, you shouldn't invest in anything you're not ready to lose. But I feel like the dollar's losing.
It's all about.
I think just
it's
holding
all about
dollars is
mitigating
lost.
risk. You know, I was talking to Rock and Robin this morning. I was like, throughout my whole working life, I've always set out to have 3 to 6 months of my income set aside in cash as like an emergency fund. I don't think I'm comfortable doing that anymore. If I'm making 10 grand a month, that's having 30 to $60,000 in cash. With inflation at 10%, I'm losing 10% of my money every single year if it keeps pace.
And that's what the government says it is.
Right, which we all agree is more than likely higher.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to a point now, I've always,
$50,000, you're losing $5,000 a year.
That's insane. That is insane.
You can't write that off on taxes either.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what am I looking at now? I'm looking at, hey, instead of 3 to 6 months, maybe I should do a month and a half, 2 months in cash and put the rest in Bitcoin. Because even if Bitcoin loses 15, 20% on the year, the next year it can come back and gain 50, 60%.
Even if it loses 10 to 15% on the year, you're still doing better than you would on inflation.
And you have the dollar value is never going to go up versus Bitcoin that will go up. So we're going to see, and that's just me, one person. You're going to start seeing what these institutions, these large hedge funds, people with a lot of money, a lot of wealth, do you think they're going to keep their money in a dollar that's losing value? No.
Somebody was making a good point about like what good money is. There's no good money. There's no good fiat money.
No.
So good money would increase in value. So
fiat currency, the definition of fiat is literally it is backed by the full faith in the government.
Yeah. First of all, fiat sucks. Not only the currency, but also the car.
What the? Do you know anyone that drives a Fiat?
No,
I know one person.
It's not really okay. You go to Europe and there's
Very
a lot
popular.
of man. That's
Rocco.
it's like Ford over
Fiat's
there.
Italian, right?
Yeah, Fiat is Italian, is an acronym. Is the factory Italy Auto, stand for car, and T is the name of the town, Torino, which is my own town. So you're talking about my.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have you ever owned a Fiat?
I did, yes.
You
my
did?
my first car was a Fiat 600. It was just a piece of metal with block engine.
Was it a good car?
No, at all.
Terrible.
It was not.
You heard it here
It was a
first.
tank, but it
Don't
wasn't
buy
a
a
car.
Fiat.
It just like when I see the Fiats, man, they always look small. I just reminds me of like a Ford Focus. Every single
If you
model.
park in Europe, you have to have skills to because there is no parking, so you have to have a small car. If you're a
Ah.
truck there, it will be not. You can't. You can do it. And the gas is super
Frappuccino says I drive a Fiat.
you
So,
Frank Frappuccino.
expensive.
That's your boy.
There we go.
Hey, Frank, what else should we know about Robin? Give us some inside dirt, my friend. We
Mm.
want to know.
that's right.
We know he drives a Fiat. We know he was homecoming king. We know he loves coffee. What else should we know about Robin? The mystere of Robin. All right, we're running a little behind, so let's go ahead and move on. We're moving on to our next article. This is kind of a fun one. Coinbase seeks bodyguards with tactical driving skills and positive energy. Some interesting stuff. Robin, before I move on, we had a new subscriber. Will you please welcome them to our crypto fam, our crypto community?
So, Safin, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto, world's most amazing community, growing at breakneck speed. We're the next Terra Luna of YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Sin City Terra Luna Crypto. Thanks for
Uh,
subscribing, Safin. Start calling you Saffron. Saffron is a very, you're a food guy. Saffron is very, I know it's expensive.
It is the most expensive herb
Bam.
out
There it is.
You know, it's just
Saffron.
it's the pollen little hairs on the end of the saffron flower. And
So you are very sought after and you are very expensive. You are very important to our community. So your name shall be Saffron. We dub you Saffron. If that's okay with you, if you don't like it, let us know. We'll come up with something else. We like to give nicknames to our crypto fam. We like to have fun here at Sin City Crypto.
We also like to give away cash when we get to 21 viewers,
Yes.
but I don't look like that's gonna happen today.
Saffron, if you know anyone that needs good crypto content, that wants to not just get read boring articles and show boring TA and
You
just,
jumped in the chat and got
boring,
a
boring.
whole barrage of instructions already, huh?
well, yeah, I mean, we got to, it's called onboarding. It's called orientation here, guys. Do live orientation.
Can we get back to the show?
All I'm saying is, welcome.
He does make a good Mexican rice. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go back to the article here, Rocco. A new Coinbase want ad is seeking people with some unusual qualifications from the crypto industry, including remote wilderness first aid, tactical driving skills applied with a chauffeur's approach. The successful candidate should also have positive energy and be able to pivot on the fly. The positions, which will pay around $95,000 a year plus equity and benefits, will require the applicant to secure locations for traveling executives while staying calm under pressure. Robin, is there anyone that comes to your mind that you think would fit this qualification grid here?
If you're trying to like fish me into saying you, absolutely.
No, I'm not
Oh.
trying.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I have zero
Yeah.
wilderness first aid skills,
Yeah,
and
I would drop that ball so
this
quick.
looks like Jason Statham right here. Pull up the article again. Yeah, that's Jason Statham,
So
the only man.
for me, that looks like the guy from the Hitman video
Yeah.
game. Yeah,
Maybe The Rock.
yeah.
Maybe The Rock. Maybe Liam Neeson.
First of all, that would be pretty okay. So no joking aside here. I mean, you get equity in Coinbase.
That's
for
huge.
simply being the bodyguard.
Eddie
I'm
said
just-
he's applying.
I'm just imagining. I'm imagining you as a driver with some skinny guy with a with like one of those with a handcuff suitcase, like the wristbands handcuff onto a little briefcase, and inside the briefcase, it's just like all that foam, and then it's a cutout of a thumb drive, and it just has one thumb drive in there. You know what I'm saying? It's got like all the Bitcoin, like all the Bitcoin for somebody. It's just got like just one thumb drive in a fucking briefcase.
That's hilarious.
You know.
Eddie, don't even try. You're, yeah, that's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. If you want to apply, go to Coinbase.com and apply.
Is there a link for in the in the article?
I don't see one.
Why don't we apply? See if that like let's do it. Let's do it, man. let's screen capture.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Then we could put like when they have like little remarks and tell us about yourself. Be like, a avid YouTube star. Like,
What are your qualifications? Homecoming king. I grind coffee really good.
yeah. Honestly, I've been like, they're like, do you have any tactical skills? I'm like, bro, you should see my Call of Duty gameplay. Like, your boy got over 500 wins at Call of Duty. Like, here's some videos of me getting nothing besides kill streaks and
His references are these gamer tags from Call of Duty.
yeah. I'm like referencing all the guns, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like an expert of the MP5. Let me tell you.
All right, let's move on.
G42, absolute monster. Let's just say.
We're going to Ukraine. How Ukraine is using NFTs in its war with Russia. The Ukrainian government itself is branching out into the crypto space, releasing a series of NFTs that will document the war and help raise funds for the country. The NFTs will go on sale beginning today, March 29th, listing at 0.15 ETH, which is around $500. Titled Meta History Museum of War. The NFT project is described as an NFT museum of the war of Putin's Russia against Ukraine, and they are the digital images are presented as a timeline of the invasion. Each NFT includes a tweet that marks a significant moment in the ongoing war, such as President Zelensky's video message to the people of Ukraine or NATO's call for Russia to cease its assault on February 26th. Each tweet is accompanied by an illustration produced in collaboration with Ukrainian NFT artists. So not only can you buy these NFTs to support the war, Ukraine's war against Russia, but you can also, in return, get pretty much a timeline, a video, a tweet of what happened. I'm not saying war is cool, but I'm saying how NFTs are being used in this instance are pretty cool.
Well,
right?
War a lot of times will kickstart
Revolutions.
Well, they'll also kickstart.
We got a new person in the chat, man. 2 new people in the chat.
Yeah. Let me just finish my sentence here. But
Right.
yeah, war a lot of times will kickstart economic prosperity and innovation. So those are cool looking NFTs. Did you see how they look? I don't know if you. I was looking away from while you're reading, but they're cool looking, man. I like them. So maybe something. Maybe Ukraine will be like the leading country when it comes to NFTs eventually.
Oh, right here. Will you pull up the laptop again, Rocco?
Yeah. So yeah, they are. Obviously war. Oh, that's Chernobyl there.
Yeah.
The first one, but they're obviously war themed. But you know what? If this is a good way for you to raise money, then capital for your prerogative.
And it's also serves as a timeline for what happened during the war. Pretty interesting. So get a little bit of history. If you believe in Ukraine's efforts, you can donate to them as well through these NFTs. So, pretty cool. Okay, Robin, you got anything else to add to this article?
No, I'm good.
You want to welcome our 2 new...
Oh, yeah. So we got Joanna Dye. Mr. Morales.
Joanna Dye.
And then also some toxicity. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Joanna Dye.
Joanna Dye.
You are so bad. I should have done the whole Ola thing from the get-go. It should have been my thing. So I can welcome everyone. Welcome to the community, guys. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. All right, let's move on. Someone just sold a Bored Ape Ethereum NFT for only $115, but don't feel bad just yet. Today, Bored Ape number 835 sold for 115 DAI, which is DAI is a dollar peg stablecoin, which amounts to $115. Some have theorized on social media that the seller thought the offer was for 115 ETH, but it was for 115 DAI. That said, the NFT was sold on OpenSea, which lists the dollar amount for each crypto right alongside it, so it would be difficult to miss. Take it from experience. It literally has the 2 prices. It'll have Ether and then the dollar amount. It'll have DAI and the dollar amount. Here's the kicker. If we go back to the article, what makes this particular transaction extra suspicious is that the same seller also sold their Mutant Ape NFT at the same time for 25 DAI. what's that saying? I make a mistake, shame on me, or fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, whatever. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
I sound like a fool right now.
Whatever. So
he's like famous quote that was
this article goes
fool.
on. This article goes on to kind of elaborate on this is tax evasion. You're essentially I mean, if it just happened once, okay, I could say, yeah, maybe he messed up. I wouldn't feel bad because if you're handling a $300,000 asset, if you're not literally step by step making sure everything is absolutely perfect, that is on you. I don't feel bad at all. But here's what's happening. This guy did this. He's going to claim either he got scanned, he's going to claim that he made a mistake or whatever the case may be. He's going to try to write it off as a tax loss. IRS, they ain't stupid. And they're going to see right through your BS and you will get taxed. Robin?
Yeah, if you take a look at my laptop, completely off subject, I have the Coinbase application here. Executive Protection C. I'm applying right now. Look, as you can see here, apply for this job. Robin Klein here. My last name's Klein, in case y'all didn't know. Upload resume, cover letter. Have you ever used Coinbase products? Yeah. Is professional?
All right, let's get back. We're already falling behind. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? God. All right. All right. He's got nothing to add to the article. Let's go on. So we saw what happened with Squid Games, right? Squid Game comes out, Squid token ends up being a rug pull. Well, guess what? The slap heard around the world. Now there is a slap token and a slap DAO. The cryptosphere has launched at least 2 projects purporting to somehow put the event on the blockchain, which was the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock during the Oscars. Katie Notopoulos. The BuzzFeed at BuzzFeed spotted something Monday morning called Will Smith Slap DAO, which is selling NFTs on OpenSea. Also, a token called Will Smith Inu has began trading on Uniswap and other indexes.
That is not the token I picked up yesterday on Uniswap. When I was saying when I said I executed a Uniswap trade, it was definitely not the Will Smith Inu. I'm just
I'll go back to the article. I was just gonna search to see if it's listed on CoinMarketCap yet, or
probably not.
Guys,
you gotta go to PooPooCoin.
They have everything.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's an actual.
Yeah, I know.
If you're looking for a CoinMarketCap kind of website that has everything that's meme coin related, PooPooCoin.com.
Guys. We say not financial advice.
Making it up, bro.
We say not financial advice. This is life advice. Please don't fall for this shit. You saw what happened with Squid Games.
Here's some good advice, and it's right on top. You know what? This is a little story time, baby. Let's go.
Story time. Okay.
Story time. Let's go. Let's get into this story. So I was an avid movie fan growing up, and one of my favorite actors, growing up was actually Will Smith. When at my youngest days, Independence Day, amazing movie. Wild Wild West, not so much. But it transitioned over to Denzel Washington. I mean, my boy Denzel. Woo, Denzel. Man, that is my hero right there. Let me tell you. So with Denzel, I look up to him. I take what he says very seriously. And so after Will Smith smacked the what's the name? After the smack of Chris Rock, Denzel pulled Will Smith aside. You know what he said to him?
He said, what was the thing?
I don't know. But here's what he said. Denzel said, at your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. And I don't know, man. I those words, I got a little goosebumps right now. Those words resonate, bro. And I feel like in every person, at your highest moment, that's when you get the most temptation from the devil. Right? Doesn't it make sense? Tell me Denzel ain't just speaking the truth, man. I love Denzel, bro. And yeah, so that there you go, man. That's it is, yeah. So there we go. So back to the show.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know what, guys? This is what we do at Sin City Crypto. We bring you life advice and crypto advice, even though it's not financial advice.
You know, but when Denzel speaks, your boy listen.
Denzel is my absolute favorite. I would say favorite celebrity. Period. Between his acting,
People did not like that Book of Eli. I like Book of Eli.
there's only one movie he made I didn't like, which was Manchurian Candidate. That was kind of whack. Every other Denzel movie has been freaking absolutely phenomenal.
Was it the Lady in Blue Dress? Was that one?
Huh.
What's the one where he was like a convict that like jumped from body to body?
Oh, that's cool. The movie.
The Fallen. That one was
Safe
good.
House is good.
Safe House was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Equalizer. Both of those are great.
Equalizer.
We love Denzel.
You know what's the one? John Q. When his son.
Dude.
Oh man, that was
okay.
a good one, bro.
I have only cried 2 movies. John Q was both times I cried.
Mm.
What a freaking movie!
You know.
All right, we're getting so off topic. And we're already at 11:50. We haven't even gotten to market analysis. All right, Rocco. We're gonna skip the last article. This is the last one we're gonna talk about for today. Huge Cardano news. Pivotal moment for the Cardano network as it now supports Ethereum dApps. Rocco, you can pull up my laptop. In a Monday blog post, Milkomita Foundation has announced the launch of C1, which is an Ethereum virtual machine compatible sidechain.
Hold on, Milk of Magnesia.
Yeah. I do have acid reflux, so that's.
Yes, Saffron.
He changed his name to Saffron.
That's what's up, bro.
My dude.
That's what's up.
You know what?
What's up?
I think you know what I'm thinking, but we'll come back. We'll circle.
Good luck finding the email, bro.
Yeah. Has announced the launch of C1, which is a sidechain that is directly connected to Cardano from Ethereum. Users can now seamlessly move assets between the two blockchains, which makes it possible to run popular Ethereum-based dApps on top of Cardano. According to the announcement, the first 10,000 addresses on the waitlist will be able to start interacting with Milkomita from the get-go. Team plans
Milk
to
of Magnesia. I can't stop thinking about that every
just
time.
say milk. The team plans to remove the waitlist as soon as possible. Guys, things are happening on Cardano. They're happening behind the scenes, so you don't see it affecting the price right away. But that is why, if you guys just keep watching the show, okay, you keep watching Sin City Crypto, we are always on top of everything that is happening, stuff that you might have overlooked, stuff that other people don't talk about. Cardano is happening. There's so much happening behind the scenes. This is huge. Anyone that has a dApp launched on Ethereum can now move it over to Cardano seamlessly without having to rewrite code, without having to rewrite the smart contract, the language barrier. It's happening. That is why when Robin asks Solana, Terra, Cardano, it's going to be Cardano. It's literally going to it's like this snowball, right? Starts off small, and as you roll it down the hill, it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then bam, hits you right in the face. Snowball to the face. That's what's going to happen with Cardano.
Bro, you got to understand how big this is.
That's what I'm saying. It's huge.
It's so big that it's giving me some stomach bubbles. And what do I need for the stomach bubbles? Some milk of magnesia, my dude. Some of that milk of magnesia. How you doing? And you know what? If this is all it
What
takes
is
to
wrong with you,
upgrade
man?
the chain,
Literally.
the ERC20 converter is.
Are
in
you
effect,
losing
bro.
brain cells?
I'm just saying that. Like,
Do we need to trim
this
down
has
on the
got to
coffee
be,
here? God.
you know, not only the greatest laxative, but the greatest upgrade of all time. You got
That's
the
not a
integration.
laxative, bro.
And
It's not a laxative. It's for acid reflux. The hell is wrong with you?
it's a multifaceted stomach remedy here. You can see,
Multifaceted.
it's like
It's
like the
Ethereum.
smart contract.
You are so out of line, bro. It's not even funny.
So, anyways,
Oh my god.
no, a lot of how you. Okay, on a serious note here, there's been so much talk about this ERC20 converter moving, basically moving assets back and forth from the Cardano chain over to the 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 Ethereum chain.
Is that what you were doing
can
when I was
stop
talking about this? You were telling him to pull up milk. Is that what he was doing? This fucking guy.
I was trying to understand what he was saying. Yeah, say pull the laptop.
What? What's up? What's up, bro?
Man.
¿Qué pasa?
Robin, you're one of a kind, my friend.
That's right.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No, seriously though, honestly, like this
is game changing. Well, the thing is, we all knew it was coming. It was all part of the roadmap, and now with the milk and magnesia rollout, it is here to stay. That's all I gotta say. So let's go.
the milk of magnesia rollout.
That's right, man.
Milkomita.
That ain't no hard fork. That's a super soft fork, bro. That's
Unintended. All right. We had one more article on the back end. We'll just put that in the news article for tomorrow. We are done with our talking points. My God. We are doing one more segment to wrap the show up, which is going to be our market analysis. Go ahead and roll it.
So the milk and magnesia is at $12. I remember when it used to be $6 a bottle. Just saying, man. Inflation is across the board, my dude.
Yeah. All right, let's get into let's look at what the markets have done since Robin went over. So quick overview. You can pull up my laptop, Mr. Racker. So, clowns. Matt said clowns. Are you referring to who are you referring to? I know you're referring to me. I'm referring to Robin. So market cap for the entire crypto market is over. It's almost at $2.25 trillion. We are currently up 0.1% over the last 24 hours. Overall, Bitcoin sitting at 47.5. I'm going to do a little TA on Binance Coin. Might see a pullback from them, but we'll look at that. And then Robin touched on Solana, 24% over the last 7 days. Kind of going down the line here, we have the Kronos chain has been moving as well, 48 cents, reaching that 50-cent mark again. Polygon, $1.67. Near Protocol. That one, we did a deep dive on that one. So if you're curious to learn more about Near Protocol, make sure you go watch that deep dive. And then Litecoin, literally doing nothing again. Cosmos looks like $30, $27 to $30 is the new floor price for Cosmos. Huge, huge, huge protocol. A lot of interoperability. Their Cosmos hub is enormous. A lot of things happening for them. And then Chainlink sitting at number 24. Tron just needs to go bye-bye. Doing literally nothing, wasting our time. If we look at the Bitcoin chart. So I have this is the one-day Bitcoin chart. And I've had this this ascending triangle plotted on here. And this is from the towards the end of January. We broke out of this pattern, and we've kind of stalled, right? We've stalled, and what I expect to see is a pullback. So we saw, doing a little drawing here. So we saw this move here. We broke out. What I expect is a retest of this 44,500. And then as we get into this level of huge resistance, and if we go all the way back to September of 2021, as we got into this level, and even if we go back all the way back to February of 2021, huge level of resistance back in February. This the top of this one is the $56,000 mark. So we have a range of 51 to 56,000. Rejected there, went down. We kind of a little above it, but rejected at that price point and went down. Same thing here in September, went back down. We crossed above it, dipped below it, tried to regain that back in December, end of December, got rejected into that mini bear market. And now as we, I expect us to bounce off this $44,500 level as we get back into this $51,000 to $56,000 zone. What will happen? That will confirm for me whether we are in a new bull market. If we can retake this resistance level, I would feel 100% comfortable saying we are back in a bull market, but only time will tell. So we'll see what happens on that Bitcoin price action. Going on to Binance Coin. So we saw a double bottom here, February 23rd, and then another on March 15th, this $356 range. We bounced off. We're at this resistance level of $430. And it's a pretty important level. Back in June of 2021, This is where we got rejected. After that big move down, we got rejected all the way down to 260 bucks. We are consolidating at those levels now, and we'll see what happens. Will the price move up? Will the price move down? Honestly, if you're talking about a toss-up, no better toss-up than Binance Coin. We'll see what kind of volume we see, but right now, consolidating. If we throw the Bollinger Bands on here, we're at the top of those Bollinger Bands. I definitely think we'll retrace back to this 20-day moving average, which is going to be this orange line. Puts us right around $397. Not a lot happening on the Binance Smart Chain as far as when you compare it to, Terra Luna, Solana, Avalanche, Cardano. Are they slacking? Will they see their market cap get eroded by some of these other projects? Possibly. We'll see.
Real quick, I'm just a quick flip over to my laptop real quick, and I'll go right back to you. Here I did find the Will Smith in you.
Oh God.
So up 1,190%.
Don't fall for it, guys.
And,
please.
yeah.
Don't.
So look at that run up, man. Super cringe. Anyways, that's on Uniswap.
Remember Squid Games, guys.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't do it.
Don't. Please don't buy it. You can put your money elsewhere. Don't look for that lottery ticket. 9 out of 9 times it will go to zero. All right. Robin yesterday asked me, he said, "Hey, David, what's one coin you're eyeing that you think has breakout potential?" Well, although this is very, very, very risky, and I was debating on whether I should show it or not, but it is a top 100 coin. This is the Huobi Global token. And if I pull up I'll pull this up later, but right now we've been in a descending triangle pattern here since November of last year. Now, typically, descending triangles will break to the downside, but I think in this instance, we will see a break to the upside. And if I go to the Crypto Stackers platform and I go to the Huobi Global token, I can show you we are at accumulation levels. And by the way, if you guys are TA fans or you look for good entry exit points, Crypto Stackers Pro is absolutely phenomenal. I use it every single day. We have the link in our bio. But wait, this is not is this the right chart?
The Huobi token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's the ER. Yeah.
That's weird. Am I seeing things? Because this is not the chart I was looking at yesterday.
Were you looking at the ERC20 version?
No, because it was at $9. Interesting. Maybe it changed.
It is at $9 still.
Yeah, but these green bands this price was below the green bands when I looked at it last night. Maybe I need to get drug tested. I don't know what's going on. Either way, when I looked at this yesterday, now these are real-time indicators, so it could very well be that these indicators moved. But when I was looking at it yesterday, this price level here, it was consolidating under this solid green easy band, which typically is an accumulation zone.
I still think with all the other projects in the altcoin space pumping, that is some major consolidation without any big run-ups since, since October?
October of last year. And, we covered some Huobi.
Back in 2021. Yeah, October of last year. So
we covered some Huobi news a couple weeks ago. They are trying to expand in the U.S., so a lot of things happening. They're launching a marketing campaign where they're partnering with certain YouTube crypto channels to get their name out there, to get the brand out there. So Huobi token, it got all the way up. If I go back to my trading view chart here, it got all the way up to $40. So we are like 90% or 80% off our all-time highs. So I think obviously very, very risky, not a lot of liquidity, especially if you're outside of the US, or sorry.
It's it's one of the biggest exchanges out there. So when you say risky, I mean, I don't see this thing getting rug pulled or going to zero.
No.
So,
risky in terms of liquidity. If I look up, if we go to...
I mean, you're going to have the liquidity to sell it.
Here's the thing, though. If you're in the U.S., you can't use Huobi.
So where do you pick this up at?
Well,
what's the market for it?
For the U.S., it's an Ethereum token. So if I pull up the markets here,
You can Uniswap it.
Uniswap, but
It's on FTX.
there's not on FTX US though. That's the thing. KuCoin,
Oh.
KuCoin, Gate.io. But I was looking at where's Uniswap.
A.io is only Asia. You can't use it here either.
Yeah. So Uniswap right here, almost no liquidity on Uniswap. If I pull up, and CMC does a better job of when you look at markets. So if I pull it up on CMC here and we take a look at the market, you can see here Uniswap almost no liquidity. So that's an issue. And all the liquidity is pretty much on their own website, on FTX, on Gate.io. All things that if you are in the U.S., you cannot access. But if you're outside of the U.S., pretty good. So that is...
do you want to get exposure to a project like this? Think about it. Do you want to get exposure after it launches in the U.S.?
Of course
not.
not.
All the users are using it. It would be advantageous for you to get exposure to something like this before it goes mainstream. The same thing, like, once something's on Coinbase and Binance.us and all the other big exchanges, it only has so much room to grow in comparison to something that is on less exchanges. So it just depends on what your risk reward you're looking for. But I think this is a great, risk compared to reward for something like this.
Great buy. Yeah,
because, if they do expand, which I'm sure they will, to the U.S., and then you start seeing commercials for Hobie Global on TV, ramping up their marketing, as David said. So, why not? You see where is it at on market cap list? Because you see where is in the top 100, right?
Yeah, it is.
So if it were just to catch up to FTX, the FTT
number 71.
Token, so if it were to catch up to the FTT token, and or maybe
this supply is 500 million, right? That's the max supply. What's circulating right now is about 31% of that, 155 million. If you take a look at what Robin said, if we take a look at let's take a look at the FTX token, right?
So look at Kronos up there. So like best case scenarios, it catches up to Kronos, right?
Right.
Well, best case scenario would be catch up to Binance, but that ain't happening. But so best realistic scenario would be catch up to Kronos. What's the market cap on that?
Market cap on Kronos is 12.2.
12 billion.
And right now, Huobi's market cap is 1.4. So what? 20x?
It's 10x.
10x.
Actually, more like
10x.
9x. But you can round up. So realistically, with the proper marketing campaign, you get into this. You're getting into a top 100 project with realistic 10x possibilities within the next 2 years. Great buy. I like it.
I agree.
Might actually pick some up. I don't own any.
KuCoin,
huh?
Picked some up yesterday. Picked some up on Uniswap yesterday. And I knew the liquidity was low, but for me, it is a hold until we see more adoption maybe here in the U.S. Maybe they launch their exchange in the U.S., and obviously we'll definitely see more liquidity. Tokens will be in my wallet either way. And then one more chart I wanted to look at was a Litecoin chart. So we've been in this bull flag pattern since middle of January. And bull flags typically will break to the upside. But will we see a move from here down to here first, which will put us at about 94 bucks? I don't think we'll make it all the way to the bottom of this pattern. I think we'll probably get up to here, which was the last high we made, which is around 111. And then I do expect it to come up here, retest, and then go back up. So I have never been a big fan of Litecoin, but looking at strictly technicals, watch out for Litecoin. I would watch this chart, and I will continue to keep an eye on it. And when we do see possibility of a breakout happening, we will show you the chart, and we will go over that with you. I think that'll do it for our TA today. 15 viewers in the chat.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the 21 viewers to open up the club. If you're new here and you haven't seen what transpires when you open up the club, it's absolutely crazy. It's bonkers. But no, we basically celebrate getting to 21 viewers. We love the number 21 being from Vegas. Not to mention we play some music and we give out straight cash. So
you know what?
Make sure you come back. What's up?
Since we have 15, why don't we stay on for 10 more minutes? If you guys want,
Pull up that other article that we didn't.
yeah,
that we didn't
let's do that. Let's go over that other article, and then let's also, if there's a coin you want us to look at, you want some TA on entry point, exit point, throw them in the chat. If we get enough of them, I'll pick a couple of them, and we'll do that.
Somebody mentioned a project earlier. I think it was Russell. He said something. I forget.
Well, Russell, if you're still here, throw it back in the chat.
Oh, he said how? He said, David, do you think Luna will fall? You know, we kind of discussed that earlier.
Yeah, in the hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's all right, Rocco, go ahead and pull up my laptop. So this article that we originally weren't going to get to, but since we're still holding strong on the community, we're going to go over it. Oil-rich Canadian province Alberta aims to become a North American crypto hub. Alberta's leadership wants to promote innovation in the financial services sector, explore new products and services, and attract investment in emerging technologies such as crypto. Alberta's ambitions are soaring high as the authorities are looking to position the province as a North American hub for firms trading and offering services related to the digital asset industry. The main goal is to strengthen Canada's largest oil-producing province position as the, quote, modern electricity powerhouse, and attract investment in emerging technologies such as cryptocurrencies. So about 4.5 million people live in Alberta, Canada. What percentage of that are into crypto? I have no idea. Didn't do research on that, but is overtime, sudden death. But this is, you know, you're going to see more and more of this. The new crypto hub, they're trying to establish themselves. Does Alberta, Canada have a chance? Robin, what are your thoughts?
You know, I feel like everybody's trying to capitalize on that market. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you think they can become a major player?
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I never hear about. Well, I guess they do have the pipeline coming from Canada. Well, no, it comes from Alaska and comes through Canada.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. Are they like a big energy player?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of oil. I mean, per the article, the oil rich.
You know what you
province.
can do with oil, right? Is that you can fry a lot of chicken sandwiches. And why do I say that? It's for the simple fact that pull up the laptop. Let me show you something.
Oh my God.
Game changer right here, bro.
Are we really staying on an extra 10 minutes for you
Look,
to go over
Panera
things?
Bread has officially joined the chicken sandwich wars, bro. The game is now next level, bro, because first of all, they bake their own bread there, okay? In-house, and now they're buttermilk breading and frying chicken sandwiches. Your boy's an advocate diner when it comes to chicken sandwiches. McDonald's tried, failed. Popeyes, close second. But you also got Chick-fil-A, obviously the king of the chicken sandwich. There's a new contest. A new contestant has entered the ring. Welcome, Panera Bread. I'm going to be stopping by later today to try it out. When does this thing launch? When does it go live? That's what I want.
That's how you know the top is in.
No, March
For the
30th.
channel
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day, bro. I'm going to come in here with 2 freaking Panera Bread sandwiches, one in each hand. It's like, let's go. All right, roll the outro. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. The top is in. All right, that'll do it for our show today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of myself, Robin, and Rocco, we love you guys. Thank you to all the newcomers. Thank you for joining the Crypto Fan. We're excited to have you. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Vegas time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.